Subject code 18CS2009 Database Systems Lab. Experiment number 2, DCL and TCL commands. In this video, we will be executing some of the data control language and transaction control language commands and solve the given questions. The first question here is to create a new user and change the password of the new user. So to do that, before that, let us connect to the Oracle server. To give my password, and here we are connected. Now to create a new user, we have a command called create user and the username. Let us give it as new user. Okay, 19cs1255, and we have to give the user a password identified by, let us give it as password and a semicolon. Now this user has been created. Now to change the password, let us use the alter command. Alter user, the username, that is new user, and we must give the new password. Let us give it as password 1 and a semicolon. Now the user altered. This is how you can change the password and create. And to enable this new user to log into the database, we just have to grant him the create session privilege. To do that, let us use the grant keyword. Grant create session to new user 1, the underscore between you and user. So 1, okay, 19 is 1255, the semicolon. The grant has been succeeded. That is about the first question. Coming to the second question, log into the new schema and try to access the deposit table. So in this system schema, we have a table called deposit. Let us once look into that table first. It's the table, deposit table. Now log into the new schema. We need to log into with the new user credentials. Let's open another command line, and here let us log in the credential of the new user. Connect username. Now the new username, new user 1, okay, 19 cs1255, password is psswd. We are connected. Log into the new schema and try to access the deposit table. So let us try to access the deposit table and record the error message. Let's start from since the deposit machine, the deposit table is of the system schema, right? Need to use system dot the table name. So RK19 CS1255. You can see our table of view does not exist. This is the error message for the second question. Now coming to the third one, log into the system schema and grant create, select, update, and insert privileges. Now the new user, right? This is system schema, and we need to grant create table privilege to new user 1 with my register number. Grant succeeded. Now to grant these three privileges, select, update, and insert, we need to specify the table name. To do that, grant select, comma, update, insert privileges on a specific table. Let us give it on this deposit table. Deposit, the table name to the new user 1, and suffixed with my number. Grant succeeded. Now all these privileges have been granted to the first user, I mean the new user, but not with grant option. With grant option allows this new user to grant privileges to some other user. So let us do that. Grant to new user with grant option. Let's see, grant succeeded. Now that is about the third one. Now coming to the fourth one here, grant select privilege on the loan table to the new user with grant option. Now we have a table called loan table here in this system schema. Let us look into that first. So let's start from loan okay, 19 CS1255. This is the loan table, and we need to grant select privilege on this table to the new user with grant option. To do that, let us grant follow the syntax: grant select on, so the table name to the new user with grant option. Grant succeeded. That is about the fourth question. Now coming to the fifth one, log into the new user schema and try to access the deposit table. Since we have already given the set, update, and insert privileges on the deposit table, we need to log in. We need to, if we try to access the deposit table, the rows can be accessed. Let us try that once. Select start from the table name is system dot deposit. Since the table is of the system schema, right, you need to specify a system. Give the table name as system dot deposit and the register number. We can see we are able to access the data of the deposit table from the new user schema. Coming to the sixth question here. From the new user schema, try to grant the select on deposit top table to another user. So to do that, let us create that another user. Create user, new user to CRK19 PS1255 identified by, let us give the same password again. Conflicts with seems like we already have the user, new user 2. Let us give this as new user 3 identified by password. Now user has been created. Let us grant the create session privilege for this user as well. New user 55, so new user 3, right? Colon missing keyword, grant create session 2. We the keyword miss here is 2, semicolon, grant succeeded. Now the sixth question is to, from the new user schema, try to grant the select on deposit table to another user. So let us do that. Grant select on system dot deposit table to the second user, that is new user 3, okay, 19 is 1255. And see, the grant has been succeeded. That is about the sixth question. Coming to the seventh one, revoke the privileges connected to the new user. Now so let us revoke the privileges from the first user. To do that, revoke revoke the privileges, that is to do that, revoke the privileges name, that is select insert update from new user 1 1255. Revoke, we need to specify the table name on deposit. Revoke succeeded. That is about the seventh question. Coming to the eighth one, create a save point. Let us, to do that, let us once open a table, deposit table. Select star from deposit 55. This is the table, and let us create a save point. To do that, let us give this syntax save point can, and save point created. Now let us delete a record from this deposit table. To do that, delete from deposit table from where, let us delete a row, number is equals to 104, one row deleted. Now let us roll back the changes. Now let us come back to this save point, that is roll back to can. Now let us view the rows once again. Yes, we can see after deleting the row, once we rolled back to this database, we restored the last row. That is about the 10th question. I